The truth about the top 1% of cryptocurrency users may surprise you. A lot of people think that they are wealthy investors. No matter how much money or coins you have, you don't need them to join the top 1% of crypto buyers. In reality, things are a little different, especially when it comes to XRP and the rise of how much Ripple XRP do you need to hold in order to be in the top 1% of holders. Early adopters of the coin have made a lot of money from its meteoric rise in value. The answer might surprise you with how little it is. Like many other cryptocurrencies, XRP can change a lot. It will, however, become more connected to the world's banking system and form partnerships with big banking firms and court decisions. There is a huge chance for growth. Some experts even say that XRP's value could skyrocket, making it easier than ever to become one of the 1%. Think about this. You start out with a few thousand XRP coins. As Ripple makes progress in the financial world, these coins will become more valuable. People who buy XRP now don't want to know if they can join the 1%. They want to know how soon. If you get the right amount and time of XRP, you could see big changes in your life. Get your money back. With XRP, you could become rich quickly in the coin market, where there is a lot of room for profit. You might find a way to get if you stay. Being a member of the elite 1%, we need to talk about what it means to be in the top 1% of the XRP market before we get into what it takes to join. To be in the top 1%, you need more than just a lot of cash. You also need to be an early adopter, have a big stake in a cryptocurrency, and see big gains on your investment. Yours is the group of investors who got in early, stuck with it through rough times, and now have a huge amount of possible wealth. It's not just the richest holders who are part of it. Some people think that XRP is not worth as much as Bitcoin and Ethereum, even though Bitcoin and Ethereum have been getting all the attention. XRP has slowly but surely made a name for itself in the "what does this mean for people who own XRP?" For the 1%, it's not just about having the most coins, it's also about having a say in how the world's money system works. Blockchain technology from Ripple is already used by big banks and payment systems around the world. This gives XRP an edge in the altcoin market, relating to the ownership of an object that could go up in value a lot because it is widely used and the world's financial system is shifting toward digital currencies to make transactions easier, faster, and cheaper. XRP is becoming more important in the ecosystem as more banks and other financial firms use Ripple's technology. All boards were paid for with the way XRP is priced now and what the future holds for Ripple's partnerships and legal win. A smart, small investment now could put you in a good place to be in the top 1%. The worth of XRP could go up because more people want to buy it. When XRP prices hit all-time highs, your investment could put you in the top 1% of the market. Let's talk about how many XRP you need to get into that special group. 1% of the XRP that was needed to reach the top. When you compare the price of XRP to Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's still pretty cheap, and the number of people who own it may be smaller than most people think. Ethereum, which means that you could make a lot of money in the future if you buy in at the right time. To give you an idea, the price of XRP changes by a few dollars every so often right now. This means that even small buyers can buy a lot of coins. Suppose you were to accumulate 10,000 XRP, you would already have a decent amount, and when the value of XRP goes up, you might make a lot of money. But getting into the top 1% of XRP users isn't just based on the raw number of coins. Timing and the value of XRP in the future are also important. If the price of XRP reached $100, it would mean that its value had gone up a lot, especially since financial companies are becoming more interested in Ripple's technology. Take a look at the bigger view. Many people who hold a lot of XRP have built up their coins over time by buying them when the market dropped or the price changed. Having millions of coins isn't always necessary to get into the top 1%. The value of your 10,000 XRP would be $1 million. If it goes as high as $11,000 per coin as expected, your money would be worth $10 million. If a trader starts with as little as 1,000 to 5,000, they could be in the top 1% when Ripple is used all over the world. Because XRP is being used by more institutions and can be used for cross-border purchases, its future looks bright. People who hold a lot of XRP will have enough money to spend, but only when the price goes up a lot, they may be able to get to their investments. The market for XRP will keep going through the roof. If you don't have $1 billion to invest right now, you can still be in the top 1% and see your value go through the roof if you hold on to your XRP. Because Ripple's technology is changing the banking industry, you have a great chance of making a lot of money. The top 1% of people you might be able to join the top 1% of earners, and it might be easier than you think. What are some things that might cause the price of XRP to increase so quickly? There are several important things to think about if you want to know why now might be a good time to invest in XRP. To begin, more businesses might decide to use Ripple's blockchain technology. Systems for foreign banks, as more banks and payment processors use Ripple's blockchain to make foreign online transactions faster and cheaper. XRP, Ripple's cryptocurrency, may become very popular very quickly. The need for XRP as a bridge currency is likely to grow, which could cause the price to go up. If you keep XRP and the price goes up, you might be in the top 1% of holders second. Ripple's future growth depends a lot on how well they do in court, especially with the SEC. As the SEC case comes to an end, investors are becoming more sure that XRP is real, which is a nice change from the years when Ripple was in legal trouble. If this problem is fully fixed, Ripple will be able to get more institutional investors, and XRP will be used by more people, which is what the law requires. The market value of Clear XRP could be high. As the price of the stock goes through the roof, the value of the purchases made at the start may grow at an exponential rate. Also, it's important to note that more and more countries are accepting cryptocurrency as a real part of their global